there doing it right now.
That will never not just like flabbergast me.
It is.
No matter that it happens every time.
Got Ben Driscoll here launching out our race line starting gate. He picked up this chassis earlier this season. Rush Off-Road Park in Rush, Kentucky was his first race with this chassis, and he's gotten very comfortable already. Did have a little bit of a bobble at our last race, tipping it over in that dangerous corner me and Bree were talking about, but had a great smooth run going, and that was probably our hardest course of the season last week with all those rocks down there.
It was definitely a rough one.
It was very violent.
I like the course we've got out here at Wildcat this weekend. We've got our Mickey Thompson Mountainside that we're racing on. And it's long, so the drivers are getting their seat time out here. You know, it's finals. We got to make the most of it. And they're getting the uphill climbs. We've got the ledges. They've got a little bit of some straightaway, some wood sections. So great course out here at Wildcat. And the park, you know, hats off to them for making such an awesome spectator-friendly area for us to come here and race on.
You can see Ben using that rear steer at the bottom there, whipping around. Again, these guys are just launched. Bellying hard. You know he felt that in the chassis. Again, you have to have you want some momentum, but not too much momentum.
You don't want it to launch you to the moon.
You really don't.
But you don't want to belly out on it either.
Yeah, so there's that very fine line of throttle control there. And again, right there is a super slick rock section. You want to have some momentum going into it. That's where you're going to want to.
Whoa, hang in there, Ben.
Oh, buddy. Wow.
We know this buggy can handle some wild racing.
Yeah, that was Ben Driscoll out there on course, definitely doing some racing. Again, this downhill section, there is some slick, wet rock above this ledge, so you really have to be somewhat cautious of how hot and steamy you're coming into it.
Right, our course is nice and dry out here right now, but this park did see a lot of rain up until yesterday, pretty much. So up in the woods, there's still some slick sections. Got to keep these guys on their toes.
Yes, and that uphill section in the trees is still kind of wet and slippery. There's some kind of like some silt rock up there. Ben ripping through that finish line.
144.945 for Ben Driscoll.
That's a quick time. Again, very respectable time coming out. Again, Ben getting super comfortable in that chassis. Watching him using that rear steer out there whipping around. This next guy,